Dice, please. Come on, Dice, please. Ugh. I finally get the house to myself after days of not being able to play, and this is what I'm greeted with? Ugh. But in all seriousness, it takes a tremendous amount of effort to keep these servers up and running, especially right after a major event like Christmas, where probably tens of thousands of new players are trying to log into the servers. I mean, they've been having some glitches and bugs for the last couple of days where the people's profiles just aren't appearing, and you're not seeing your scores and your ranks and all that. So, okay, fine. So, what we'll do instead of playing some online plays, let's look at the original Storm of Steel level again. This is the level that you play when you first get into the game. And as you can read in the text here, it's about to tell you that you are not expected to survive. And well, I've had quite a bit of time playing this game since I first played through this original single player mission. So I'm wondering, can I survive? How long can I survive? So I wanted to give this a try. I wanted to use some of the skill set, some of the ability, some of my newfound, general knowledge of the game since I've played for so long, and I wanted to see how long I could survive. So let's take a look and see if we can really get through the game, get through this first level in as long as possible, essentially. Just survive for as long as we can and see if we notice anything different about the game if we can survive for an extended period of time. So I think I did fairly well there. I survived for longer than I certainly did the first time I played this. But this is where, to me, it got really interesting. Once I got onto this mounted machine gun, I noticed a lot more about the game mechanics in the single player mode than I had previously noticed. And specifically, what I mean is how slow the reticle moves when I'm not aiming down sight, or even, I guess, when I am aiming down sight. But more importantly, just how powerful the auto aim or aim assist actually is in the single player campaign. I mean, there are multiple times here where I'm having a really hard time just moving the reticle, getting it to aim on anything, but if I pull out of ADS and then snap back in, I almost instantly hit the target. And I started firing pretty rapidly there with the aim assist, and did a whole lot better for a moment. Now, once I picked up the shotgun, things got particularly interesting as well. I found the shotgun to be pretty effective as long as I was actually paying attention to who the enemy soldiers were and who weren't enemy soldiers. But even the shotgun, when up against like the flame troopers, is not exactly going to do great. It's still a pretty difficult game. I am surviving longer than I did the first time I played, though, and that's really what I'm going for here.
New killing machines, like the tank, changed the shape of the war overnight. Luckily, they were mostly...
Of course, at this point in the game, I'm going to end up in the tank, and there's not really a way for me to survive any longer in the tank. You pretty much just play through this one part of the tank mission. There are certain things you have to shoot down, and then you're done with it. So I think at this point, the game mechanics and the level design are really going to pick up more than they had previously. It's not so much a question of can you survive. It's just, okay, let's get through this particular part of the stage and move on to the next part of this level.
Keep your eyes on the ground, son. They're moving in from the trenches. Use that machine gun. Knock them down. We've got them on the run. Push on. Forward. For Canaan's country. Chase Britain all the way back to Berlin.
adventure, we found fear. And in war, the only true equalizer.
Now, in this last section of the level, I thought I would be able to survive for quite some period of time. I mean, I figured this would be closer to the very beginning of the stage where I could just run around and shoot people and basically do what I wanted for a while. But what I found right here at the beginning is that there weren't very many enemy soldiers. I really had to move up and charge forward in order to get to the enemy soldiers. And I don't remember exactly when I played this for the first time how long I survived, but I do get the feeling that I basically survived for roughly the same amount of time. I think at this point in the stage, they have either a time limit or you just get so far forward or something. Like there's the airship coming down. There are certain events that happen in here, and the game pretty much just takes over at this point. You're not going to get a whole lot of survival in this particular stage. In the end, I think this was a lot of fun. It was enjoyable to replay this stage. Yeah, I did have it on easy mode still because frankly I like playing single player campaigns on easy mode. I go to the multiplayer stuff to get the real challenges. But here in the single player campaign, trying to survive on this map for as long as possible and seeing really how the game was designed, how this stage is set up. Because frankly, you can't survive. It's not a question of you're not expected to survive or how long can you survive. It really is you can't survive because the stage is designed that way, is set up so that there are certain events that will take place and eventually you will get overwhelmed by the number of enemies. You will die, and that's okay though. That's expected. That's how the stage was set up. Anyways, this was a lot of fun to record and do again. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, drop some love in the comments, and hit that subscribe button. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.
They push. We push. Every once in a while, we push hard enough that the light breaks through the cloud. And a world beyond the war glimmers, just out of reach.